very good evening again everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week here on the Branthwaite Productions YouTube channel. In this episode is going to be a little bit calmer compared to most episodes I've been doing throughout the past 11 weeks. So episode 12, it's going to be a really calm episode. The coasters are a little bit shorter in this episode. They're less than a minute long because I was looking through the past episodes and I thought it's about time we calm things down with the coasters, and yeah, it's going to be a nice little episode. It's going to be got two brand new roller coasters to talk about. They're very short. They're about under a minute long, like I was just saying, and yeah, it's just going to be a nice episode. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So coaster number one this evening then is a coaster called the Fire Train. Now this is a very awesome coaster because it's quite smooth, this one is. It's not too nausea, however it's still got a high thrill rating on it, which is absolutely amazing, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. So yeah, let's go through the thrill data and we'll go straight on to the first POV. So the max speed of this coaster is 56.80 miles per hour. The average speed is 35.55 miles per hour, which is a nice steady speed. The time it takes to get around the track, 48 seconds. That's less than a minute long, because all my coasters I've actually been doing throughout the past couple of weeks have actually been over a minute long, so I thought, yeah, let's just shorten the coasters this week for 1 week only, and then I'll make them a bit longer in the next episode. So yeah, 48 seconds for that coaster. It's got quite a big length. It's quite big, so I'm not going to bother to read the numbers out. There's 7 drops on this coaster, and there's no inversions because this hasn't got any loops or helix drops or anything, but it does have fire hoops in this ride because it's called Fire Train. So yeah, it is going to be quite a good ride to go on. So the thrill rating then, 78 out of 100, which is absolutely brilliant. Like I said, I always try and keep my coasters the best thrill rating as I can, because I don't want to make coasters that are too boring to go on with less thrill than that. The best thing I'll do, I'll always have a high thrill rating and a low nausea, because it will definitely work. So yeah, the nausea rating, 47 out of 100, that is absolutely brilliant. We're in the yellow zone, and that is absolutely okay to go on. So, without further ado, let's get straight on to the first POV coaster of the evening. So there you go, that was the first roller coaster of this evening. I thought it was a really good coaster actually. I like the way I added 2 alleys of fire hoops, which was really cool because, like I said, this does make the coaster a lot thrilling and it does go well with the theme. So like Fire Train, I'm going to need to add fire hoops to the ride, and I thought it was really good, and I thought it was absolutely awesome. It does have a high speed. It did slow down a little bit late at the station, so yeah, it was just a nice little coaster. I like the fire hoops. It starts off with a nice lift hill and then it just goes down the track at full speed. So yeah, there you go, that was the Fire Train. I thought it was a really good coaster, like I was just saying. It's one of the best ones I've actually done so far here on the channel. And yeah, let's move on to coaster number 2, and this is the final coaster of this evening, and this is the final part. So yeah, let's go. So here we go then, it's time for the final part of this week's episode, and it's time for the second roller coaster of this evening. So this second coaster is called Rocket Blast. Now this coaster, it's quite a smooth one again. It's a little bit less nauseous than the other one that I just did, but I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. So yeah, Rocket Blast is just a little coaster. It just launches around the track. It goes up and down a few hills, and it has some helix or big helix drops to make the coaster a lot more smoother. So it's just 2 rockets on the track, separate cars, and yeah, it's just just a little launch coaster. So without further ado, let's get straight onto the fill data and then we'll do the POV of this evening. So the max speed 50.35 miles per hour. God, I'm absolutely sweating in here. The average speed is 35.49 miles per hour. The time it takes is 39 seconds to get around the whole track because it's the fastest coaster there. It's still got a long length. There's 8 drops on this ride and there are no inversions. So like I said, 8 drops. It's actually got 1 extra drop than the other coaster that I just did. So yeah, 8 drops, no inversions, there's no loops or anything like that. The inversions are like the loops and the corkscrews of those coasters. So thrill rating then, 67 out of 100, which is absolutely brilliant. The nausea rating, 43 out of 100, which is still actually okay. Actually, it's not too bad. It's actually a few percent down than the last one. I think it was 47, but now it's 43 for this one. So yeah, just a nice little coaster, this one. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight on to the second POV of this evening. So there you go then, that is it then. Another episode has to come to a close. And yeah, that is it for this week's episode. I cannot believe how quick each episode goes when I'm doing the Coaster of the Week series. And like I said, the second coaster, it was really, really good. I like the way it actually went down those helix drops. I thought it was really, really good. It was quite fast and it managed to do the whole thing in 39 seconds, which I'm really pleased about, and it's actually one of my fastest coasters I've actually done. So yeah, there you go, that is it then for this week's episode. Just a quick announcement that next year Coaster of the Week is going to reach its 5th series, so series 5 next year, and in the next few weeks I'm going to be doing a video, a planning video. It's going to be me talking about what you're going to expect in next year's series, which will be the 5th series of Coaster of the Week. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and who knows what could happen to series 5. Is it going to get bigger? Is it going to be even more popular? Who knows? You'll just have to find out in the next coming weeks ahead. So if you want to watch that video, which will be coming online very soon, make sure you stay tuned on the Facebook page and I'll give you a date or a time when the video will be coming out. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Coaster of the Week. I'll be back next Thursday for another episode of Coaster of the Week. Until then, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in another video here on the Branthwaite Productions YouTube channel very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now.